Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I got another video coming up for you. This one was a fun one. I got a brand new lens. It's the Sigma Art 85 1.4 and I really wanted to play with it and get that nice creamy bokeh background that everybody is ranting and raving about with all the Sigma Art lenses. So today we went and shot with Christa Barbie. Her link is in the description below. Make sure you check out her work. She's a fantastic model. Real fun, easy to work with. I have worked with her before and you might have seen her in one of my other videos. What I wanted to do was a little bit different than what I'm normally usually doing. Instead of shooting in a field, I wanted to shoot in an urban setting. So we found this awesome alley that had all this graffiti and murals, and we just shot with that. I feel like the contrast of her pink/purple hair and all the colors of the murals, it really went beautifully together, giving a lot of dynamic feel to it. And so just check it out. Let me know what you guys think. So starting out immediately, you can just see kind of how the background looks with all the graffiti and everything. I'm rocking the Z6 with the 85 1.4 and I'm shooting at a really shallow depth of field just so that the background just becomes really blurry behind her with the colors just kind of all melding together. This was completely shot with natural light. I didn't have anything to use as a reflector and I didn't bring any strobes, but the photos still came out spectacular just because everything was evenly lit. The whole place was covered with shade and we didn't really have to worry about any harsh sunlight or shadows casting on top of the model. I really love shooting with this lens. This is my new favorite portrait lens just because the bokeh and the depth of field is just so beautiful when you're shooting with it. And the 85 millimeters is just a really great portrait lens to use as far as the compression and how it makes the subject look. You don't get any weird warping or anything when you're at like a 35 millimeter would be. My camera settings for this pretty much stayed the same. I shot my ISO around 100 and I brought my f-stop down to 1.4. When you bring your f-stop down as low as it can go like that, you're gonna have a really fast shutter speed. So what you wanna do is you wanna make your f-stop as low as possible just to kind of compensate. My shutter speed for most of these was around 1/1000th of a second or 1/1250th of a second. It kind of just jumped in between those two depending on the angle that I was shooting at. When shooting in such a public place like this, you really want to also consider the foot traffic that's going to be going in and out. It's a very popular alley, and actually right on the other end of the alley, there was some people shooting photos of their lowriders that they had, and so they were playing a lot of loud music and just kind of getting into it. Sometimes they were watching us shoot, other times they were shooting themselves. So, you know, just kind of share the space and also just be wary of other people who are walking around. You know, make sure that what you're doing is legal and that you won't get in trouble when you're shooting. Being Sacramento, this alley was not the cleanest at all. There was a lot of garbage and trash and, you know, just things that people leave lying around all the time. That would be typical of downtown Sacramento. So you just kind of want to be conscious about your background and what's on the floors from where you're stepping and all that stuff. But otherwise, Sacramento's got some really great art and places to shoot. Just be conscious of the people who live there and all the things that are around it. And the last few images for this set, we just kind of rotated where we were. We stayed in the same space, but we just shot at a different angle, which gives it a different perspective. All right, so that was it. It was a pretty simple shoot. Like I said, it was with 85 1.4, just making that background so blurry, just that shallow depth of field. I really like this lens. This is going to become my go-to lens when shooting portraits out there, because 85 millimeters is such a complementing focal range for portraits, and then the 1.4 just makes it just so much more beautiful. I had the 1.8 before from Nikon, and I loved it, but I just feel like the little bit of extra stops that I get for it, I can't explain it. It looks fantastic. So if you do end up wanting to get a good portrait lens, the Sigma 85 1.4 is the way to go. Well, let me know what you guys thought of the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and of course, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.